with so much to say. Stay curious, stay adventurous, it's the Over Yonder Way. It's your host that knows the most, Noah Christian Carr, baby. But I'm thinking about dropping, like, all of that and just go by Carr, baby. Like, everybody needs, like, an internet name, right? Or a rapper name. I had a lot of rapper names when I first started, like, writing music and stuff. Uh, the joke was Skittles, because I was Eminem's, like, little brother or something. Because, like, at the time, we knew one white rapper. Well, two. Vanilla Ice and Emmy. Yeah, but, of course, there was Island View Slim and NC-17. But, I'm not a reggae artist, and I'm not a gangster rapper. So, all those names are kind of out. So, maybe I'll just go by Carr, baby. Yeah. Wouldn't it be weird to have a boss that just goes by Carr, baby? Yeah, I bet everybody. If you have any suggestions, just put that in, right? What am I doing? I guess I'm just talking. It's just me, man. It's not really a podcast more than like just an audio thing. It is a podcast. It's an episode of the podcast. We went to Disney. You go to the YouTube channel and see. I'm just kind of rambling on, guys. It's cool. We'll talk about whatever pops in my mind, I guess. But yeah, we went to Disney. It was great. We had to take an airplane, two different airplanes with two different layovers. God, jet lag is like terrible. And then we took a train, then we took a tram, then we took buses, then we took a taxi, and we finally got there. And our rooms weren't ready, and then they canceled the rooms because apparently we got the condominium, or like little hut thing, like right on the giraffe like thing. What's it called? The giraffe exhibit in Animal Kingdom. But apparently the giraffes went into heat and they were extremely aggressive, so they had to move the giraffes. So we had a condominium with no animals. So they just asked us if we would like to like just stay inside the hotel, which was over there, which it was gorgeous. If you saw my video, my vlog, you'd see that they had like a museum in there, like legitimate artifacts from ancient African tribes. Like, have you ever thought about that? To me, that's crazy. Like, talking like on like a human evolution of society and stuff, right? You would think that African people would be more advanced, and civilization started there, but they're like on par with the Native Americans. And then the Europeans over there, not making the world better during that time in history, that's for sure. That's for dang sure. But then again, there might be some of that lost civilization stuff you always hear talking about. How they hit a pinnacle in society and then it crumbled down and they had to rebuild. And maybe when we became one conglomerate Earth, or human society, as they were in the middle of rebuilding, like society just fell for them. You never know. It's hard because, back then, what did they have? They had clay tablets and like animal skin to write on. It didn't last for thousands of years like we have now. I mean, it's like an EMP hit us and all of our computer files are gone. God, what if the world did end? Have you ever thought about that? Like, not let me phrase that. I'm not talking about everyone died. What if we got attacked by unknown force, a country, and they hit us with an EMP and it scrambled all our computer circuits and stuff? What are we stuck with? Like, to teach us things and to tell us things. How to rebuild. Like, we're going to have to raid all the schools and colleges, honestly. Maybe not high schools. And maybe not the college history books and economic books. Because, yeah. Like, if you look up in those books, flawed, they're probably a picture of themselves in it. Oh my god, I told a dictionary joke. That's what my life's coming to. Could we do it? Let's say that you had to rebuild. Like, you had to make a sustainable environment for you and your family. Could you build a solar panel with just a book? Could you do all these things from instructions? Fix a house, plumbing, not plummet. You're not hitting it with plums. Hey, that's something to talk about, huh? Actually, that's pretty cool. I think I might want to do a video of that where I like just get a book and read like a how-to thing and see if I can do it. You know, like difficult things, not like how to build a bird bath or how to cook broccoli. Like not that kind of stuff, like important kind of stuff. Oh man, I'm at work, but it's Tuesday. Nothing happens on Tuesdays. So I brought a movie called Logan Lucky, and it made my list of top 10 favorite movies. So it's great. I love it. I can rewatch this over and over again because it's a subtle action movie where no one actually fights. It's all about maneuvers and planning and scheming and running and fast cars. That's what I like. Not everything's supposed to be uber violent and death, but it's still supposed to have some excitement and adventure to it, right? Of course, it got smashed by whatever Marvel movie was out at the time, but it's hard to compete with Marvel. This movie deserves like 17 Oscars, 23 Emmys, 14 music awards, the daytime talk shows, all that jazz. Like, I'm surprised it doesn't have more of it, to be honest. But yeah, I like all these guys. Channing Tatum, besides the failed Gambit movie that still hasn't come out, and Magic Mike. I'm not a big fan of him, but he did great in this movie. Adam Driver, the new Darth Vader or whatever he's going, Kylo Ren, is hilarious. And the best part about this movie is Daniel Craig being the uber nitroglycerin redneck explosive guy. There's always that stereotype of that hillbilly with the dynamite going fishing, and the fact they get British Daniel Craig to portray it perfectly, beautifully, it makes it 1,000 times better. Daniel Craig being a redneck, just put that in every movie. Transformers, the new G.I. Joe series, whatever. If you want to have a successful movie, just like any plot, like if you want to do Restless in Seattle, have Daniel Craig as a redneck with dynamite. It's perfect. It's perfect. Another part, and no one else thought it was hilarious, but the guy who played Roy in The Office is in this movie, and he plays the stepdad to Channing Tatum's daughter. But the person who's playing Channing Tatum's ex-wife is the same woman that he married in that Office episode. I'm over here like, it's Illuminati confirmed. Logan Lucky happens in the same universe as The Office. Oh my gosh. What if only? If only. Man, The Office is a great show, but I don't know if they should bring it back. See, that's what you call a segue. I talked about one thing, now I'm talking about another thing. That's how that works, and it works beautifully. Beautifully. Yeah, I mean, so what, they're bringing back Roseanne, which is impossible, because the last season Roseanne was revealed to be a fever dream, or imagination, or like a book, or something. But they're bringing it back somehow. And then they're bringing back Will and Grace, which it was funny, But you don't hear everyone talking like, oh, Will and Grace. They should bring back Seinfeld. They brought back anything. The highest rated sitcom or whatever of all time. The most highest grossing TV show of all time. He's still living off that money, and he lives carefree. Like, carefree as can be. I mean, he probably wipes his nose with $100 bills, right? Expensive boogers. But, Office is a good thing. It ended neatly, and they, tied a nice little bow on it. Unless, if they wanted to do, Where Are They Now? Which is they can't just jump back in and be like, alright, everyone's back at the paper company. We're starting over. It has to be they're traveling or they're having a reunion, and it's like a season short, right? 3 to 5 episodes. And it's just everyone gets back together, and we have brief nostalgia cameos and stuff, right? Like Jim throws pranks, Pam tries to paint, and Dwight tries to sell beats. Oscar is gay. That's so one-dimensional. Poor Oscar. Poor Oscar. Creed's out of jail. That'd be great. Ryan and what's her face? Broken up again. Please. Oh yeah. Okay. Netflix, hire me. I can write the best thing ever. That's what you do. You bring the office back. Bring it back. Bring it back. Nostalgia overflow. It's only been gone for what, like 4 years? 3 years of that? They should wait and bring it back. Totally. Like, totally. You know, we do things too much. Too fast. There's too much going on. All the time. Just all the time. It's overwhelming. We're getting a Marvel movie next year like every 3 months. It's too much. You're going to ruin it. You're going to do what happened to the Westerns. Remember I got to that point in Hollywood history, that is. Like, some of you might not personally remember. They had a cowboy-themed movie out every month. We get it. That's too much. We're going to run out of ideas, or it's going to all feel the same. You need to take your time. Artistically flow. Artistically write a good story. I'm sorry. I'm yawning because I got up early. I did yoga. I'm trying to get more limber because I would love to get back in the ring and have like another pro wrestling run again. Even if it's just on the indie circuit, I don't care. I would do it for free. To start off with, I gotcha. Yeah, but I want to get limber again. So I woke up and I did about an hour worth of yoga, and then I did like 30 minutes worth of crunches, and yeah, and I started to do push-ups, but then I was like, I was just going to go jog. And oh man, I jogged in the rain, but it was strangely peaceful. It wasn't that hard, nasty rain. It was cool and like therapeutic. Like you can watch the rain fall and like count the tempo of it. It was beautiful. So beautiful. Oh my gosh. Have you ever just liked to run in the rain? Like it's therapeutic for me just to be able to get out and run, feel the change of temperatures with the water. I don't know, it's weird. I'm probably making it over spiritual than it actually is. How do you guys like to run? Like, it has to be hot, which that's garbage. The sun fully up? Oh, the sun's so pretty and I'm getting a tan. No, you can keep that. That's nonsense. I don't want to run in the sun when it's super hot. Like, oh, midday where the sun's at its highest point. Yeah, you can get out of here with that nonsense. Yeah, get the heck out of here. The rain's so much better. I know some of you guys are like, outside with the weather to run? Have you heard of treadmills? Yes, I have. But it's not as good for you. Like, you don't get the same, like, it's weird. Like, because you're running in place, you're not exerting yourself as much or something. You don't get the same benefits. I know, it sounds phooey. I know, okay? It sounds crazy. But that's how it is. But why is that? Because you're running in place. I feel like you're moving. It should be fine. If that's the case, why is the elliptical better than the treadmill? Because you're not even moving your feet half the time. You're just like wiggling all over the place. The elliptical is now the wiggle machine. That's what the Wiggles used to get in shape to be on Disney. They wiggled everywhere. Wiggle. Azia. Azia. Oh man, I talked about the Wiggles. I broke my promise to the world. Aren't these guys weird? And did you know we had the American Wiggles, which was Jeff, and Jeff. Was all their name Jeff? God, I don't even remember. It's not important. But there was, for every, like, broadcast of children's television done by Disney, there was a different group of Wiggles. That means there was British Wiggles, European Wiggles, which one of them was French, one of them was German, one of them was from Spain, and, I don't know, I guess one of them was from Poland. Maybe Russia. There's not a lot of Disney presence in Russia. They had a Japanese one, but Japanese has, like, a lot of similar titles, so the Wiggles weren't anything. Maybe the Wiggles even originated from there. But they had Australian Wiggles, which I felt like is what the world needed. Australian Wiggles. Just four, like, Steve Irwin looking guys, just different colors. just hip hopping around the place. Yeah. Yeah. I talked about Steve Irwin. I loved Steve Irwin. Okay, I wanted to be just like Steve Irwin. I wanted to be a paleontologist, but I wanted to wear a khaki jumpsuit, a khaki romper like he did, and just call everything beautiful, even when it wasn't. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. It wasn't, but it doesn't matter because Steve Irwin was bae. Okay, like for realsies, he was. And it's like, oh, I love my wife. She's the best thing that ever happened to me. I'm about to jump into this pond and wrestle this crocodile. Oh, this crocodile's the most beautiful thing that's ever happened to me. He was excited about literally everything. Nothing deterred him at all. And he went out the way he wanted to, helping animals, right? It's like when a musician quits when he's on top. And I know he died, and it's definitely not the same thing. But he didn't want to retire and get old and become slow. Well, because the same thing would have happened, unfortunately. He was just done what he did. He helped so many animals, and he entertained so many of us. He was a role model, one of the last great role models, I think. Like me personally. He set such a positive message just to help the environment, which I'm very strong for. Right? I mean, the environment's very important, trees and all that jazz. Like, but he was there. He was doing it way before it was cool. You know, because we went through that phase, in the late 90s, early 2000s. It was like, yeah, government, no, you can't tell us to help the environment. And they tried to get us on board with all the info commercials and stuff, like only you can preserve the rainforest. It came back around, obviously. Like those cancer and smoking commercials. It took maybe like 15 solid years of those dang commercials, but they finally started getting the point across, right? What point? But I had the Steve Irwin. Whew, man. I ate some spicy guacamole for lunch today. It's healthy guacamole, right? It was basically just mashed peppers and avocado. And I think it had some synthesized protein in it, like from plant-based synthesized protein or something. It's supposed to be a healthier alternative. And I ate that, and then someone brought me a cheeseburger. I was like, God, you guys are killing me. Anyway, so if I burp, I'm sorry. We had the Danger Crocodile Hunter board game. And that was my favorite board game of all times. You played as different Steve Irwins and Terry Irwin and bounced around an alligator, a crocodile. See you later, alligator. Sorry, well, crocodile. You played around a crocodile pit and not get bitten by the crocodile. It was a great game. I'm not describing it right, but I absolutely loved it. It was beautiful. But yeah, I'm trying to eat healthier. You know, I got a desk job now, and I've worked most of my life at night in factories where you're always constantly running and moving and lifting and doing all these crazy things for some sort of industrial industry that doesn't respect and want you to live. They don't care that your life's like shortened by all the chemicals and air that you breathe in. But I digress. It's like the first time I've had a desk job. Oh yeah, I've been a teacher too. I love being a teacher. I'm going back to school to finish my teaching degree. Because when I'm not like working on projects, I prefer to be in the classroom. Or in a nursery at least. Because that's where my heart really is. I love helping kids. But yeah, having a desk job, it sucks. Like I've gained like 20 pounds. I'm just going to have to stop driving and just jog everywhere. Just every second of my day be working. Because when I'm sitting still for 8 hours, it kills me. It kills me. I try to get up when I do my rounds and take longer rounds, but it's hard because I got to be security and I got to open doors and I'm like this, I'm like that. Man. So changing my eating habits, probably good. I'm just cutting out all soda, trying to get rid of all sugar, saying goodbye to bread. Oh my gosh. I miss you already, bread. You know what I don't get? And I'm calling you girls out. You little Starbucks little girls, you tiny little Starbucks ladies, you punks. You're on the Over Yonder punk list. Not really. I don't have anything against you. I'm just being dramatic. Anyway, as I was being dramatically saying, you girls work around all those sweets and all that coffee, and you weigh like a $1.10. Like hardly anything. If I was around all that sweets and stuff all day, I'd be big as a house. Huge. Huge. Oh, gosh. I really want Starbucks now. I just want chocolate. I just want chocolate. Going to WrestleMania. That's always a thing, right? You want to be ready for the Mania, the WrestleMania. It's in New Orleans. I've never been to New Orleans. This is my first time. Of course, I tell all my friends and family, yeah, I'm going to New Orleans. Before I can be like, I'm going to New Orleans to WrestleMania, I'm like, going to New Orleans. They cut me off right there, and they're like, oh, you're going to Mardi Gras, are you? Going to throw beads at the women? Like, no, I'm going to a pro wrestling event. They're like, oh, it's even more barbaric and savage and uncivilized as the bead throwing. I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I don't like the same things you do, Gretchen. You hear me, Gretchen? Gretchen, I'm calling you out. And this is for real, Gretchen. I'm sorry I don't watch Grey's Anatomy. It's stupid. I don't like it. What am I even talking about? But yeah, WrestleMania is going to be good. I don't even know who's going to be there besides Ronda Rousey. God, she's such a babe. She's pretty, but in a simple way. Which, that's not offensive. It means she could just wear, like, a t-shirt. Yeah, just a giant white t-shirt. Not wash her hair, no makeup. And when she hits you with that smile, boom, there it is. You're like, oh, my heart. She hollers. Arr! That wasn't it being like a hound dog, but it came out that way. Hey, Rhonda, if you want to be on the podcast, we'd love to have you. Oh. So, this is rounding it up pretty good. I'm very happy with how this is going. I got to talk to you guys. Next trip's WrestleMania. I got to talk about a few things that's going on. I might get back in the pro wrestling ring. I have more interviews coming up for my channel. I think I want to stop it there. I mean, this is just a short one. I want to try to make it daily. But, man, I only do stuff on weekends. You know? So, for me to talk about stuff, I would have to do a lot during the weekend, not do a podcast about my weekend on the weekend, and, like, wait till the weekday and, like, somehow spread it out. Yeah. Alright. That's it for Over Yonder. This is your host, Car Baby. Car Baby.